how much more miserable can you get after a performance like that?
Zero joy, zero pleasure for watching that. 3 90-minute games, 90 minutes of my life I'll never get back. Hopeless from start to finish. The way we kicked off the tournament in Germany really summed us up for the rest of it. Aye, you can say, oh, we maybe went toe to toe with the Swiss, but that was a game that was there for the taking. Tonight against a very, very mediocre Hungary side.
I'd arguably say poor.
Aye.
They were a poor type, like for the standard that I thought Hungary were going to play at. I do think we didn't see the best version of Hungary or what we were expecting.
Certainly not. I mean, they start the game by sitting off us and we don't take the initiative. When they're sitting off us to be on the front foot, we're happy. They lured us into this trap of we'll sit off you can keep the ball and dominate possession. Look, mate, if we've learned anything by watching Rangers is that keeping possession amongst your centre backs and full backs is absolutely useless. Steve Clarke had one job of the night with our Scotland team. It was simply to score a goal and win the game. We needed to score a goal tonight or we weren't going through. Simple as that.
And I think that the common theme in amongst every single game that we've played in this tournament is we've left... The games have been played, in my opinion, far too safe for the firepower we've had up top, the likes of Shanklin, but also the fact that the playing it safe in the terms of he plays who he can thrust until very, very late on in the game. And
late on in the tournament.
Giving Shanklin the most minutes in the last 20 minutes of the final game, that means a historic game, to bring him on for 25 minutes when the full fan base has been screaming out to see much more of him. And let's be honest, both times we did see him on, we did see a difference.
Yeah.
And then,
you bring him on and him hit both Shanklin and Armstrong link up for what is a great chance.
Yep.
Where Armstrong for me makes an absolute arse of it. Sums modern football up. You've got a man there through and goal, literally a clean strike with no defenders in front of him, but he decides to seek out the defender, jump in front of the defender and try and win a penalty when you get a clear shot at goal.
A lot of folk,
pathetic.
A lot of folk, when we were doing the live streams, a lot of folk were saying it was a clear penalty, but for me, as soon as the VAR team see you look and step into the line of the defender, like on a replay, literally see a striker or an attacker go at that and then put their leg in front of the defender, it shows intention to go down, and you're never going to get it.
You're looking for it. And right, I understand. See if the shot's no there for the taking, maybe look for it, throw yourself into the guy, try and win something. But what's pissed me off more is the defender is a good bit of distance away from him, far enough away that he could probably get a shot off without the defender interfering. Even if he does take a shot at goal, the defender then might make a last ditch tackle, come through, and we might get a penalty anyway if he doesn't score or if he doesn't get the shot on target. But like you said, we left it too little too late. Complete disrespect to Lorne Shanklin. Bring him on in stoppage time in the Switzerland game with 4 minutes. That is criminal and an embarrassment with Steve Clarke. The way we approached this game tonight, Steve Clarke should be a defensive coach, no the Scotland manager. For me, right, he maybe set up a team good defensively in that, but we've only got one plan, and you've seen it in every game we've approached a certain way, the Steve Clarke way, and this is where it gets you. 1 point, -5 goal difference. We're looking at the stats right now. We've had 5 goal attempts to a Hungary side who's had 14 goal attempts, mate. 14 goal attempts, and they were basically sitting off us for the entire match until we decided to go at them, and we were forced to go at them.
As I said during the stream, right,
one shot in target as well. One shot in target.
We set up to expect Hungary to be on us, and we set up to expect a lot of pressure and hitting the counter, and Hungary never done that. And that might have been tactically genius if it was intentional by Hungary, but Hungary let us have the ball. And the main takeaway I've seen for us having a lot of the possession, I mean, whereas the possession we had 60% to 40% over the course of the game. We had the majority of the possession.
First half it was sitting 77% possession.
And looked like we did not have a clue what to do with that possession. We didn't. There was a lot of poor decision making in times where, you know, we'd have been through on goal or we'd had a decent chance for a shot in target. And we genuinely didn't look as if we had a clue what we were doing, which shows to us that we were set up to hit in the counter. We were set up to be safe. You've seen that in the passing as well. It was all very safe passing, sideways, backwards. Every single time, the majority of the time any Scotland player got the ball, you could literally see their head. Their first instinct was to take a peek backwards. Is there a safe pass here? Is there a safe pass there? It was, to me, very dull to watch, very boring, very predictable, and you could almost predict, like, moment for moment what Clark was going to attempt to do next. And I think that's been the story of the tournament so far, is it's been very safe. And it's worrying to see the president of the Scottish FA come out and say Clark is the perfect manager, because it shows there's no
impetus, there's no
ambition.
That's like, exactly
where do we
it.
progress for here? We thought we were getting progress in the qualifiers when we've seen how well we were performing, how aggressive we were, how in the front foot we were, beating teams like Spain. But at the end of the day, as soon as the game stopped, it's almost like we reverted back to what we were doing for the past decade. And
we found our level, we qualified, and that was enough for us. And then we've went there and honestly humiliated ourselves. You're a humiliating performance in the first game. You get the worst opening defeat in a Euros, I think, ever. So well done, we broke that record. We go against Switzerland, keep ourselves in it majorly. We don't even need to rely on Germany beating Switzerland in their final game. That would have been good if we could have done our job, but we simply had to do our job. And to do that tonight, we couldn't hold it for a 0-0 draw, a Steve Clark special. This is what I think he dreams about, just 0-0 draws. Honestly, the way his team approaches the game most of the time, you sort of get this feeling that he just wants not to concede, and I get that at times. It's imperative that you don't
it's a
concede.
Mentality thing. When you have that mentality, it bleeds into the players, because if you put any of those players in the clubs that they are with or employed in the now,
they wouldn't get away with a performance like that.
They wouldn't get away with a performance like that. They wouldn't get away with being so hesitant. They wouldn't get away with playing the ball backwards. They wouldn't get away with playing safe. They get launched at half time. But again, when that mentality is bred, almost a constant underdog mentality, we're just happy to be here, we're just happy to participate, we're happy that we've qualified. No, like, the fans demand more. You've seen it. You see it in when the national anthem gets sung at the start of the game. We're not here to take part. We don't want to be here to take part. We need to see progression within tournaments, and we've got the players. This team, the now, we've showed in the qualifiers that we've got the players to do it. It's just, I think there's a big mentality problem with this Scotland team, and
there's just
a few and deny it all they want, but it's there.
But there's a few basic errors as well, like you're saying. The way we approach the game, it's a complete reflection of our manager, how we approach the game. But even just basic things, mate, like, you've just played a starting 11 there, the majority of which is played mostly in the Germany game, in the Switzerland game, and then most of the Hungary game. These guys are just off of full seasons with their club as well. Clearly they're going to be dead on their feet, and we only really make like positive changes in the last 15-20 minutes when we're already up against the wall against Hungary. Even if you're no bringing on like for like in terms of quality, make some positive subs, even just freshen up the game. I mean, how demoralising for these like 11 players sitting on the bench to how that's going to sour their relationship with Clark as well, because you'll not even take a chance in me when, look how fucking stale we look, and you'll not even bring Lawrence Shankland on, you'll not even give, and this is coming from a Rangers fan, you'll not even give James Forrest a sniff, not even 10 minutes, not even fucking 5 minutes.
When we're
looking for that
incredibly narrow wide. We looked incredibly narrow at times as well. We looked as if we were playing through the centre.
Football frustrates me at times.
There was a couple of decent link-ups going central, but that, when Hungary sniff that out, it literally, it loses its edge very quickly. You need to be on your toes with the changes.
It must be so easy to play against a Steve Clark's team though. You know what to expect from start to finish. You know what you're getting. You know how they're going to approach the game. You know what they're going to do in possession. You know what subs they're going to make and when they're going to make them in the last 10 minutes. So you know what I mean. You know they're not going to make any tactical changes, and that's what's frustrating. It goes, we start the game a certain way, we'll end it a certain way. Alright, last 10 minutes of the Euros, we threw everybody forward, laddie fucking da, big deal, who cares? That's, any team's going to do that, right? but we're never going to change anything up during the game. We're never going to switch to 2 up top. We're never going to make tactical changes. You've got to get the same old shite. Half of Steve Clark, half of this team. For me, it's not good enough. We see it's not good enough. Look at what we've got. 1 goal, -5, 1 point, -5 goal difference. A Hungary team as well that is a decent side, but who
underperformed today.
Certainly underperformed.
Very much underperformed.
Were no good at all. They weren't good. The game was there for the taking, but you need to go for it early doors. Try and go out there and puff your chest out and really just go for it. And then you see the players, the pressure's on, you're scrambling to get a goal in the last 10 minutes, and people are just, they don't have any composure whatsoever.
We got a bit of
completely
false
lost the head
at the start of the game, and we're like, wait a minute, we seem to be getting a lot of the possession here, which is, you know, like a contrast to the other 2 games.
You think, why are they doing that though? Why are they letting us hold the ball? So they know we'll do fuck all with it.
At the same time, we certainly perked up a bit, going, right, well, we're getting possession now, let's see what we can do with it. And
one shot and goal. Grant Hanley, may I add. Grant Hanley, may I add.
Our centre-back.
Who got our only other shot and goal, I think, in the last game as well, with a header.
It's completely demoralising. But what we want you
That's what you'll get though, before you sign off, with 1 man up front, 5 men at the back. That's what you'll get. You'll only get 1 shot and goal.
100%.
How are you going to win anything like that?
I know.
I'm not saying we're going to win the Euros, but against a very mediocre, if not poor Hungary side tonight, you need to be doing better than a 0.35 expected goal, 1 shot in target, whilst you've controlled possession for most of the match. Just shows you, even with the ball, we're not good enough, and that comes from Clark because he's a defensive minded manager. He wants to sit 2 banks of 5 in front of behind the ball. He likes to set up defensively. Well,
it's alright if he gets you points, but it's no got his points.
It's not got his points, and a point was they even good enough tonight. And it's nights like the night where you need somebody in there in the managerial role who can switch it up and say, maybe the night's no the night for 5 at the back. Maybe night's no the night for 1 isolated Shea Adams up front who fucking barely touched the ball for 180 minutes, or actually 270 minutes, 3 games. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
But you'll not get it for Steve Clark.
No,
you just won't.
So what I want you to do is, when you jump into the comments, let us know what you thought about that game. Let us know what you thought about our opinions on the game as well. Remember, the BlueSea channel memberships are available. There's a wee join button up there if you're on your laptop. If you're on your phone or any other device, then you can go into the description and the link will be there as well, next to our socials. Remember to like and subscribe. Well, we're going to pick a game, some of the big games that Scotland are out, to live stream as well. It's been great having you in there in that live stream, interacting with you, getting to know you a bit more. So it'd be great if you could join us in future streams as well. And yeah, we'll see you next time.